The Stoic trick to end stress: instantly imagine you're stuck in traffic, running late for an important meeting. Your heart pounds, your palms sweat, and your mind races with worst-case scenarios. Sound familiar? We've all been there. But what if there was a simple mental trick that could instantly calm your stress, no matter the situation? This powerful technique comes from ancient Stoic philosophy, practiced by emperors and slaves alike over 2,000 years ago. It's surprisingly simple, yet incredibly effective. The best part, you can use it anywhere, anytime, without anyone even knowing. The power of the dichotomy of control. The Stoic trick revolves around a fundamental principle called the dichotomy of control. This concept divides everything in life into two categories: things you can control and things you cannot control. It sounds almost too simple to be effective, but this mental framework has helped millions of people find peace in chaotic situations. When you're feeling overwhelmed, your stress usually comes from focusing on things outside your control. You worry about other people's opinions, unexpected events, or outcomes that haven't happened yet. The Stoic approach flips this pattern by redirecting your attention to what you actually have power over. How it works in real life. Let's return to that traffic jam scenario. Most people focused on what they cannot control: the traffic itself, other drivers' behavior, or the exact time they'll arrive. This focus creates stress because you're mentally fighting against reality. The Stoic approach works differently. Instead of fighting the unchangeable situation, you immediately ask yourself, what can I actually control right now? In the traffic example, you can control your breathing, your response to the situation, and your decision to call ahead and explain you'll be late. You might even use the time productively by listening to an audiobook or practicing gratitude. This shift in focus doesn't magically clear the traffic, but it does something more important. It eliminates your stress about the traffic. You stop wasting mental energy on things beyond your influence and channel it into areas where you have real power. The 3-second reset. Here's the practical technique you can use immediately. When you feel stress building, take 3 seconds to ask yourself, is this within my control? If the answer is yes, take action. If the answer is no, let it go and focus on what you can control instead. This 3-second pause creates space between the stressful trigger and your response. Instead of automatically reacting with anxiety, you respond with intentional choice. It's like having a mental circuit breaker that prevents stress from overwhelming your system. Why this works so well? Our brains evolved to constantly scan for threats and problems. These survival mechanisms served our ancestors well when facing physical dangers, but it often works against us in modern life. We end up treating every inconvenience like a life or death situation. The dichotomy of control works because it gives your anxious mind a specific job: sorting problems into controllable and uncontrollable categories. This redirects your brain's energy from spinning in worry loops to engaging in productive. When you focus only on what you can control, several things happen. First, you feel more empowered because you're taking action in areas where action matters. Second, you waste less energy on futile worrying. Third, you often discover that you have more control than you initially realized. Common misconceptions. Some people worry that accepting what you cannot control means becoming passive or giving up. This misunderstands the Stoic approach entirely. Stoicism isn't about being passive. It's about being strategic with your energy and attention. You're not giving up on your goals or accepting poor treatment from others. Instead, you're focusing your efforts where they'll have the maximum impact. If someone treats you poorly, you cannot control their behavior, but you can control how you respond. whether you engage with that person in the future and what boundaries you set. Practical applications, this technique works in countless situations. Worried about a job interview? You cannot control the interviewer's decision, but you can control your preparation and how you present yourself. Stressed about your teenager's choices? You cannot control their decisions, but you can control how you communicate with them and what support you offer. Anxious about your health? You cannot control every aspect of your body, but you can control your diet, exercise, sleep habits, and whether you seek medical advice when needed. The key is always redirecting your focus from outcomes to inputs, from results to actions. Building the habit, like any skill, this mental technique improves with practice. Start by using it with small, low-stakes situations. Notice when you're feeling mildly frustrated or annoyed, then apply the 3-second reset. As you build confidence with minor stressors, you'll find it easier to use during more challenging situations. Many people find it helpful to write down their worries and sort them into controllable and uncontrollable lists. This makes the abstract concept more concrete and gives you a visual reminder of where to focus your energy. The immediate relief, the beautiful thing about this Stoic trick is how quickly it works. The moment you truly accept that something is outside your control, the stress about that thing simply dissolves. It's like setting down a heavy backpack you didn't realize you were carrying. This doesn't mean you stop caring about important things or become emotionally numb. You still care deeply about outcomes, but you're no longer tormented by your inability to guarantee them. You find peace in doing your best and accepting whatever results from your efforts. Your new superpower, this ancient wisdom offers you a genuine superpower. The ability to remain calm and focused regardless of external circumstances, whether you're dealing with difficult people, unexpected challenges, or uncertain futures. You have a reliable tool for maintaining your peace of mind. The next time stress begins to build, remember the Stoic question: is this within my control? Let that simple question guide you toward inner calm and effective action. Your future self will thank you for learning this timeless skill.